So apparently, intuitive machines Odysseus, a spacecraft successfully landed on the moon some 88 or 80 degrees south to the south pole of the moon. So this is the first time a private venture is landing on the moon, and it is the first time again since 1972, December 1972, that a spacecraft from America has landed on the moon. But it is the first ever landing on the moon by a private venture. So Intuitive Machines was recruited by NASA, the American Space Agency, to deliver some scientific equipment to the moon to enable them to continue with their research on the moon, and this will benefit future landings on the moon. This now the people at the Intuitive Machines who are based in Texas celebrated the successful landing on the moon. Intuitive Machines was founded by 3 people. One of them is Cam Gavarian, Stephen Artemus, and Tim Crane, and Tim Crane. These 3 people are relatively not popular. They are not famous like, of course, Elon Musk and Richard Branson. So sometimes those who make the loudest noise are not the most hardworking. You see people like Richard Branson, people like Elon Musk, they have been making a lot of noise about what they are doing. They have been saying that they are going to the moon, they are going to Mars, they want to colonize Mars, but they have never even landed on the moon as a company. Here we have 3 individuals who are relatively unknown to the rest of the world, but they have successfully landed on the moon through their company, Intuitive Machines. Kwa hivyo tuache kelele mingi, tufanye kazi. Hata tusipojulikana, kazi yetu wacha ijulikane. That is Intuitive Machines, which are successfully landed on the moon. And this is historical because it is the first time that a private company is landing on the moon. The others were state agencies. For example, state space programs have previously landed on the moon. One of them is the Soviet Union. They landed a spacecraft on the moon. The other one is China. They landed a spacecraft on the moon. India was the most recent, and Japan, of course. Those are the ones which have recently landed on the moon. The others, all of them, these are space state programs. It is only Intuitive Machines. I think I should show you a picture at this point. It's called IM, Intuitive Machines. It is the first ever private company to land on the moon. It's important that you see what we are talking about. So what we see on this picture is the spacecraft of Intuitive Machines. It is written on the face of this machine. It is Intuitive Machines, Colombia. Then you can see the flag of America and the flags of NASA. So the Intuitive Machines spacecraft was carrying equipment for NASA. It was actually a vendor for NASA. They were delivering on behalf of NASA. So they were paid by NASA to deliver equipment to the moon, and they have successfully done so. They in fact landed at the South Pole, to the southernmost part of South Pole. So while India landed on around 60 degrees to the south, this Intuitive Machines spacecraft landed successfully some 80 degrees to the south. So it is the southernmost part of South Pole of the moon. So that is that is it for now. And that is a success story about space exploration. We are hoping that in future, people like Elon Musk, if they stop talking too much, they might end up going all the way to Mars. And they say he's planning to colonize. He's planning to colonize Mars. So he will colonize Mars. He will take people to Mars to stay there because we need more space. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in to Kerosi TV. Thank you very much for tuning Kerosi TV. If you are new here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kerosi TV. Thank you. See you in the next episode.